Hello there everyone, welcome in another episode of Transport Fever 2, where I'm having fun with virtual trains, trucks, planes, ships, and try not to go bankrupt in the process. Before we begin today's episode, I'd like to remind you to hit that subscribe button and use bell to stay up to date with my latest content. So, here we are in second episode of Series 2, about Transport Fever 2. Well, it doesn't sound good, isn't it? Yeah, well, it might not be. I was never good with names. Anyway, we are not here to discuss my ability to make up names for things or series. Right, so today we are going to continue our efforts to eventually build up our industry. As you remember, previous episode we've just set up a few basic lines. We had a look around the map, and right now we need to continue to invest money into something that will eventually become our transport empire. And it is going to take a lot of time before we start seeing some revenue from what we are doing. So let me just switch to game window. You should start seeing things on your screen right about now. And yes, we are back in a beautiful town of Rotterdam, where we left off last time. So as you can see, we've set up our food production line. It's not the most efficient setup, I have to admit. So I'm first sending grain to town center, where it's being just left off. And the trucks, or rather horse carts, are going back to pick up more. While at the same time, I think there are only 3 horse carts that are just picking up that grain from town center, taking it to processing plant, and then take it back to Rotterdam. And it's pretty bad design, I have to admit. So I'm going to change this before it will start putting me at a loss. So instead of going to Rotterdam Halt, I will go directly to Rotterdam Sidings. And that's where I'm going to start dropping off grain. It will definitely improve my output. Let's just have a look. Rotterdam grain delivery, 3 minutes frequency, rate of 16, while food production is standing at 17. So these guys will deliver slightly more, or they will be able to deliver slightly more food than I'm able to produce, which is good, because none of the grain that I'm processing is going to go to waste. In fact, we are not going to produce even enough to fill in those 3. So, what I can do is to increase amount of vehicles. So I will clone these 4 guys. And what's the rate right now? 24. Still not good. We need 34 at least, because we need to deliver 2 grain. Yes, we need to deliver 2 grain for 1 food unit to be produced. And at this moment we are able to deliver 24, while we are able to deliver 17 to town. So in order to pump up to that 17, I need to keep increasing the amount of horse carts on this line. So let's put, let's say 2 more, and let's see now. Okay, and the ability of this line to deliver, or a throughput per station, went up to 28. It is still not enough. We need 34. So let's add 2 more. and now it's on 32. So if I will clone that one vehicle, we are exactly at 34, which is where we want to be. Right, this lane, this particular line, will cost us arm and a leg at this moment, but there's nothing we can do about it. Right, let's see about this line. So let's move here. That's the construction material that we've set up next to Seaton. So for construction material, we want our lines to be pretty much even. So that's 2 lines that we need to even up, and they are pretty even. In fact, we are delivering 1 more stone per year compared to construction materials. So those 2 lines will definitely start making us some money. I don't have to worry about these guys. And oil delivery, and that is another fun fact. We need 2 crude oil for each oil. However, we need only 1 oil for each fuel. So fuel delivery is currently at 24. Oil delivery is at 25, which is perfectly fine. However, we are not delivering enough crude oil. So we pretty much need to double up on all of our vehicles. Let's see if we are now in a better state. So crude delivery is at 45 units per year at the moment. It will fluctuate a little bit, but it's still not enough. We need to improve on this one. We need at least 50 in order to make it. So I will add more vehicles. 1 more, no, it doesn't cut it. Perhaps 2 more vehicles. There we go, 51. So at this moment we are producing enough crude oil to supply oil refinery that will produce normal oil or refined oil, and that refined oil can then be processed into fuel, but it will take time before all those lines will eventually get to a proper speed. Required supply is at 24 at this moment, which is exactly what we need. So we will fully satisfy this town. So those lines will soon start bringing us some money. I'm super happy about it. Okay, so for now we can leave it going just like that. So let's focus on another place that we might start our business, and this one is going to be slightly more difficult and probably will put me in a bigger debt than I am right now. But well, that's all we can do. Here we have a beautiful town of Carterton, where, well, we need to deliver machines. And conveniently, I can produce machines right next to it. And what's even more convenient is that I got all the businesses required to produce those machines right next to Carterton. What's even more convenient, I can actually supply all those businesses, so full production chain can be launched. The problem is that it's rather complicated, so it will take a lot of vehicles, it will take a lot of investment in order to make it work. Well, you know, you have to spend money to make money, but why not? So, let's first analyze beautiful town of Carterton. What is where? So industrial and commercial area are here, which is very, very convenient because it opens multiple opportunities. I would like to actually set up a train route can I? I don't need train routes going directly to Carterton just yet. But it would actually be convenient to have some. What's the nearest town? Stratford or Seaton? They are pretty far away. Workshop. Yeah, that's Wilton. It's all far away. So I will refrain from setting up a train line just yet. I will still build a train line because I want to deliver that wood from forest to sawmill and then back to forest, from where I will take planks to machines factory, because it's much closer and I won't lose all that time to deliver planks from sawmill directly to machines factory, which would take forever for this cart to actually reach. So it's gonna be much more convenient, and it's gonna make this train make money going both ways, which is the best we can imagine when it comes to sending trains, because they are going to cost a lot, especially at the beginning of the game. Okay, so that's gonna set us up, and if it's gonna set us up correctly, then we can start making a big money out of it. We also have another cool lane that we can set up, which is Tools Factory, and we can deliver that to Wilton, which starts to bring some sense into setting up train route between Carterton and Wilton. That is cool. Okay, let's do it. So we will start our investment from setting up cart routes, because we can afford them, and it's gonna be much easier to set them up first. So we got, these are bus stations, and 2 of them are modded, so we need this one, which is truck station. So we will deliver things by trucks for now, between machines factory and Carterton. So Carterton needs machines in this area, while this area needs goods, which we can't deliver at the moment. However, we can set ourselves up in a correct way, because we will definitely try to connect a little bit more than just this truck depot. Right, so we've set that up. We will configure this one, because I want to have a little bit more space in here. Perhaps that's the good length for now. Okay, and I don't need to connect these streets into the system. I would actually like to leave that as it is. We will rebuild entire town anyway, because I need to smack train route later on. Perhaps not now, but there will be a good time to do so. Right. So, how do we want to sort out sawmill? That is interesting thing. I would eventually, small street, small country road. Yeah, I can eventually invest in small street, connect it from this side, which will give us a perfect approach for our station. There we go. So now we can smack our station here along the sawmill. From here we can go directly, perhaps to this side of... Perfect. Those connections are very important. That connection is also important, somewhat. because that increases eventual range of every station or depot that we might use. Right, so we will smack our station in here, but we first need these guys to be sorted. So to make things a little bit more futuristic in that case, I want a little bit wider road in just this area. That road will eventually upgrade to 80 km speed road later on. So definitely having that speed advantage will be good for me. Right, so where do I want to have my road station or track station? I can have it here. But oh, that is a little bit problematic, I'd say. We ran out of money. But we've started to make some money, in fact. So we now have $50,000. I can obviously borrow some more. Question is, can we make it? Oh my dear goodness. Well, those lines definitely started to make some money. Grain delivery, let's see. Come on guys, you need to start making me money. Can you please do that? I think I can help them a little bit to make me some money. If you could perhaps yeah, that would be good. If I could shorten this route, that would make my life much easier. And I could redirect, or not sure how this game is making this math, but it's like ridiculous. Yeah, Rotterdam grain delivery is barely breaking through. Right, you know what? There is no point in waiting, because that is just making things worse. Right, so I can go for 85,000 and cut a lot of routes, or I can go for 110,000 and make it very short. You know what? I hope this investment will pay back. So now we will restart that. We can see that the route has changed. The tracks will start changing the way they go. We don't have to pay upkeep for this road, which is going to be very convenient. And with the amount of trucks, I can eventually send those trucks somewhere else, like to food production line. There we go. That's one of them. Let's see. 39 to 23. I bet these guys are gonna go higher, but these guys, just because they went higher, it's gonna pay us a little bit better, and they will definitely break the better balance. Okay, I think we can leave them for now like that, and hopefully we will stop losing money. We are losing quite a lot of money because this route is very long, but since it got way shorter and I pretty much halved it, it should be much better. Right, we will see how these guys are doing later, and right now we can use that borrowed money to keep investing in Carterton. Right, obviously improvement of these roads also costed me quite a lot, but that's just this bit that I wanted to improve. I believe that bridge might have ruined me a little bit. Well, progress has to cost, unfortunately. I don't want to squeeze this thing in here. Yeah, I believe that it's not the best idea. But on this side, they should have plenty of space. Do I want it here though? That's a good question. I think I might later go for a roundabout in here. If I can squeeze these guys... Oh. Should I just put them here? We don't need to load anything else than coal and iron here. And I can deliver iron from this side, which will be much more convenient. Yeah, I think that will be best idea. There will be quite a lot of trucks moving in and out. And having that stuff getting into normal traffic way, it's not too convenient. Right, I will squeeze it here. I might configure it a little bit and give it a notch more on each station for now, so that we can keep delivering iron and coal without sacrificing too much of the product if it has to wait a little bit. Good. Now I need a road, and I will... Oh, 345. You do cost a lot. Why is that? Are you kidding me? You want to tell me that this route will cost me nearly 200,000? What? Well, I'm making money now. That's for sure, so I can invest. It's gonna take time before we will build all that infrastructure. That's for sure. But that's why we are building it up in steps. And that's why it's going to take a while before it all works. Okay, we got some traffic jam in here. Yeah, I might have too many of those horse carts in here. Or maybe. Well, they will definitely space out a little bit. But that's not a big deal. Okay, these guys are there. Let me just quickly check, where is that? Come on, 186. There we go. Okay, we can now slow down. I'm back to $125 in my pocket. Woohoo! Right, so that's this stretch of road built. I will now borrow a little bit more money. This will get amortized, or there will be some sort of amortization, obviously, because the amount of money that I'm making is eventually get better and better and better. Right, I can reduce the road that I need to take between the mine and steel mill. There we go. But wow, these guys are gonna cost me 150 quid. Oh, 150,000. Wow. You're one expensive station, I can tell you that. 109. Okay, let's make it 110. I guess I have to spend it. But it's not that long route, so it will start paying off really quick. This one is going to be a little bit more expensive to upkeep. Right, how far I can get you? That's as far as you can go. Okay, and that's the first line pretty much set up. And now I need one extra platform, or do I want to have 2 drop-off and 1 pickup? Do I want to have separate drop-off platforms though? It's a good question. Can I eventually... Oh. Okay. If I could do it at an angle, can I eventually plug the second street connection from the other side and make it a little bit better? If I could do that, yeah, that looks good. And now let's configure this one. Let's just give it a street access from this side. And let's connect that street to a normal road. There we go. So we got 2 drop-off stations, and the trucks can pretty much come back through here. And I got 1 pickup station. Good. That looks good. Now I can set up these routes. So I can set up a new line between Carterton North and Carterton Central. I will have to rename that station. So this is going to be truck Carterton Iron Ore. There we go. Another route will be this one, and this one will be named truck Carterton coal or coal, blah blah blah. I'm terrible at reading things. Right, this is going to be steel mill. There we go. And this is going to be, why is it called Upper Carterton? It should be called Carterton Central. Or we can call it Cargo. There we go. That sounds much better. Because obviously I need to set up a line between this place and this place, and this is going to be truck Carterton machines. There we go. Right, we need a proper colors though. So for machines, what kind of color we can use for machines? That's a good question. It's a final product. Let's make it purple. Okay. While at the same time, this one, instead of being green, I'd like it to be pretty much almost dark. this one, instead of being this color, I can make you orange or light orange, so it indicates, or I can make you even light brown to better match your color. There we go, that looks better. It might look a little bit like a grain, but well, we can live with that. And then I need a drop-off point here, but this station needs to be quite large. It just hit me that this station actually needs to be quite large, because when I will drop full train worth of planks, I can't overwhelm the station. I need to make sure that this station can actually hold that much cargo. Otherwise I might be in trouble. So I want to have one platform, because we are just going to pick up this stuff. Would be nice to have it somewhat parallel to the road. Let's make it like that. There we go. And now I can connect the street in here, and I can configure this side. So this thing definitely needs to be much longer, but it can't be too long, because it can't eventually. There we go. Oh, you. Okay, I need more money. Lend me some more. Right, there we go. Street connection, and oh my goodness me, I will have to make sure that there is yeah, it's a bit steep if you ask me. Okay, let's check. Okay, it doesn't reach Carterton steel mill, which is good. It is good, because I don't want by any chance to connect these two stations, even though I don't have to. I need to worry about Carterton West. And speaking of Carterton West, I can now, what I can do, I can set up another line, which is Lower Carterton to Carterton West, and this one will be truck Carterton planks. There we go. And now let's check which station belongs to which. Right, machines are going here, there we go, and planks are going here. No, I want to manage line. And on Carterton West, I want to go there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right, for some reason this guy is going to try to make a mess in here. I need to avoid doing such thing. So I need to configure the call line. And I'm going to need to have a waypoint. So let's make it a bit realistic. Let's find a proper sign for it. There we go. So I want this sign, and I want this sign. Good. This is going to look a little bit more realistic, is it? And I don't think I got a better sign for it. Do I? Yeah, I don't see any better signs. But well, there are different signs for such crossing, but well, I guess we won't find such thing. Anyway, it looks much more realistic to have at least like this type of waypoint. So now what we can do is to get that call line, manage that line, and let's see, this one is south. So after south I would like to add station, and I want this trucks to go through these waypoints. After going from the steel mill, I want them to go through this waypoint, and this way I'm passing by this station without entering it. It makes my route a little bit longer, but I'm not making a lot of mess within that station, and there is going to be plenty of trucks coming through. Now I need Carterton West to go. My goodness, why are you going there, in fact? Blah blah blah. Oh, alright. I need you to go here to steel mill. So I need you, in fact. Do I? Yeah, I need you, in fact, to be stopping on one of those, while this purple one needs to jump onto this side. Okay, so that's my bad. So you need to go this way. And this one is truck Carterton steel. There we go. And this one needs a better color. Steel might be light blue. There we go. That looks good. And I need that purple line. There we go, manage line. Carterton West needs to jump to station 3. There we go. Now it's all set up. And the only thing, it's almost all set up. Let me just get back here. So I would like steel to be picked up from here. However, I want everything to be dropped in here. So orange line, which is iron ore, needs to be managed. And on steel mill, you are going to platform 2. So this is only drop off platform. And it doesn't really matter the track, how many trucks there's coming in, because they're just gonna stop in, drop off cargo and go on their merry way. However, I want these trucks to be uninterrupted, because they are going to be picking up the product. And it takes a lot of time to actually load the product. So I believe that's gonna be more efficient. I might rebuild this later on during the process though, if things won't work as I'm hoping they will. Right, we now need road depot, which can actually be placed here at the outside part of the town perhaps, or maybe here. No, I don't want this to be in town center. I'd prefer that place to be at the outskirts. Perhaps I can do it in here. It doesn't matter that much. I just need a place within vicinity of all those stations to actually buy what I need. So I need to start from delivering coal and iron ore. For coal, which is going to be the biggest route, I would like to have 10 of these guys, and you guys can already go for coal. Now I want to buy more vehicles. For iron ore, I think 4 might be sufficient. That's iron ore. Now for steel, we are going low on funds. I need more. For steel, 5 will do the job. And finally, I need at least 5 to keep delivering machines. They won't be delivering anything, and I need 5 for or planks. There we go. So that's pretty much all our lines set up. They are not going to make me any money anytime soon though, because I need to set up this line first, and it's gonna cost me arm and a leg. So I'm gonna borrow some money, $2,712, and that's all I can borrow. So if that's not going to work, I'm a little bit worried, or I am going to be a little bit worried. Right, but to save some costs, as you can see, I got some modded trucks. This is going to help me because those trucks will be much cheaper. I first need some sort of station, so let me just check for cargo stations. Freight classification yard, that's not the one that I need. Larger cargo station, but I want this. Well, length needs to be 160, no doubt. But building size can be small, which is going to save me a lot of money, or I can go with none. That is a good question. Right. That's a good question. Do I want 2 trucks though? No, I need only 1 truck. Length 160. Okay. And that is already $200,000. Okay. Well, it can't be helped. We need to start somewhere, so we will start from this station. And then we need to go all the way down here to get this station. Oh, and it's gonna cost me 245 because... Okay. Okay, so that is going to be a bit of a problem. Unless I will go on a slope. Do I want to go for a sloped station? Well, it's much cheaper to go for it. I don't think I want a sloped station. Do I want it? Well, it will cost much less, that's for sure. That is a very difficult decision. Right, I will, yeah, 195. Okay, I need to deal with it, and I need to take that cost. Right, but when it comes to trucks, I will set a speed limit of 60. For now, it will have to be sufficient, and I won't have any other trains going through these tracks anyway. So let's see how much it will cost me if I will just directly... Oh my goodness, it wants me to go that long. Oh my goodness me. And it wants to build a tunnel all the way up here. No way. Dude. My dear dude. I am not paying for that tunnel. For that kind of money, I can't afford it. So we need to go a little bit around, that's for sure. But because the top speed is just 60, I think we can afford it. It is still expensive. It's definitely not cheap to build it. I don't want to spend $500,000, that's for sure. If I can make it cheaper, 50. There we go. And 139. Okay, I can take it. It's not the cheapest route, I have to admit. but we made it. We made it somehow, and for our first route, I think this is going to be good. Right, I need train depot. Oh, 85, and if I would use just a truck for a train depot, I know it's not gonna be 578. I definitely don't want my depot to be on this side of the track though. It is way too expensive, so I'd rather have it on this side. Yeah, there is a huge difference between like a 20 grand, 26 grand. Yeah, okay, I will for now install it here. I leave myself some space. Track speed can be 20 on this bit. I don't mind. We just need to approach the depot, so I want the cheapest possible truck, and that looks good. Right, so we got 1.5 million to set up this truck and make it rolling. So let's make sure this thing is going to make it. So this is going to be our first rail cargo, and this is going to be logs, planks. Oh, there we go. We got so much new locomotives just as we hit a new era, but look at those prices. There's no chance I'm gonna afford that, so we will have to stick to the older models. That's Carterton, logs, planks. There we go. And now we need to assemble our first train. So let's buy the vehicles. And let's think what we can buy. We can start from Stevenson. Let's see. Stevenson rocket. Nah. Well, it can go quite fast, but I'm not sure if it's the best locomotive. LBSCRC Jenny Lind, that would do the job. Or LDE Saxonia, 40 kilowatts. Oh, okay, saddle tank cabless. That actually looks like a, I don't know what that thing does here. And that is way too early, so that's one of the mods. Anyway, let's see. D1x3, 160, well, 66 kilowatts, 20 kilonewtons. It's cheap, definitely, but it might not pull the cargo. That is, well, this one is fast and it's a bit overpowered for the era that it's available for. This one, Saxonia, it's a little bit underpowered. This one is way overpowered, I can guarantee you that, and it costs me arm and a leg. Right, 67, 66, okay. And this one can actually go quite fast. You know what? I might go for it. Do I want Stevenson locomotives? Like a better version of rockets. Right, I don't have too much time to actually think about it. So I can go for this one, D13, but it's not gonna cut it. Or early British engines. I mean, this has quite enough power to actually do the job. So I could go with 040 or 060. 040 will be good. Right, so I need this one, and I need cargo on a flat car. So how many of these can we get? 24 capacity it is. Okay, let's go for it. There we go. And now we shall pray that this locomotive will be good enough to make me some profit. Let's see how do we do in terms of rate. So logs will have rate of 27. I'm totally fine with that. I mean, it might not be exactly enough because it will come back halfway full. But what we can do with logs, we can get them from somewhere else, like Seaton Forest, for example. Okay, yeah, I actually should have connected that as well. Anyway, we can do that. This train will go both ways and it will start making us some money. Carterton coal is doing 21 per turn. Iron ore is doing 24 per turn. I'm totally happy with that. Steel is doing 17. And I need 2. So we are not delivering enough coal and iron ore to actually supply enough steel. So I might manage this vehicle and I can send it to, let's say, this one can do coal, because coal is going to definitely need a little bit more vehicles. So there we go, 23 iron ore, 23 coal. So we got this one evened up and we can support about 11 of productivity on Carterton steel, which has 23. Okay. Planks can do 17, but we will be able to deliver 12 per year, I think. Yeah, because this is going to do only one run, which makes it 27. Okay, so that is good. Machines can do 15. We won't be able to produce much more. So all we have to do is to wait for this train to start making us some money. And I think that this is a good moment to wrap up this episode. Hopefully I'm not going to end up down under with managing this line. As you can see, it takes a lot of time to break even on that on what we are making. Anyway, with this overly expensive locomotive, I believe we might have a chance to actually make some big money. Hopefully, because if that's not gonna start making me huge buck, I'm doomed. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to get informed about my new content, hit that notification bell button and don't forget to share your comments down below. Have a great day and see you all later. Later. Out.